Hey guys, first time live streaming this thing. Kind of busy, so I just thought this is easier for me. Just a quick chat. Congratulations to everyone who matched to their programs, whether it was your first choice, good for you. If it's your second or third choice, I think it's always good to be matched. Like I I know you will be able to adapt wherever you are. So, congratulations. And it's been a long while since I posted on my Facebook page and here. So tonight I'm doing this. I have a downtime at work, so I thought maybe just keep in touch and give you guys some tips. Anyways, tonight I'd like to talk to you about your travel preparation. So now that you've been matched, I would suggest or I would highly recommend that you guys uh, email or call your program director so that they can set up your visa. Whether you're on J1 or H1B, it's always a good thing for you guys to be aware or updated of what's going on. There's been a lot of changes with the immigration policy here in the US, but it's always your responsibility to to keep yourself updated and aware of what's going on. So if you're on J1 visa, there's a website. I think it's the ECFMG one. You just keep checking the bulletin there and make sure that you're not missing any kind of notices that you have to do something on your side. And if it's possible for you guys, every couple of weeks, every week, or even a couple of weeks, try to call your program coordinator and make sure you're not missing any of the requirements. So they'll be asking for, if they're asking for like paperwork or things that needs to be signed, then just make sure you're aware of these things. And during my time, it was kind of expensive on my part because I had to call and I had to send a couple of documents that like just sending from the Philippines that time or South Korea was expensive already. Excuse me. Uh, for those people who were matched and got a pre-match on an H1B, if you're from the Philippines, I would highly recommend to check the contract itself. In my previous video, I was talking about repatriation clause. It's basically a statement or a clause inside the contract saying that in case of your demise or if you die during training or here in the US, that the hospital or the company would be the one paying for the expenses for your body to be sent back to the Philippines. And because it's a special worker special skills visa, then you will have to go to the labor office, the POEA, which if you ask me, you need time to be there. The lines could be long, and they might ask for a couple of things in your contract. So just for you to be aware, as soon as you get that contract, then or even before the contract is sent, maybe you can talk to your program coordinator and even the immigration lawyer so that they can revise the contract and put that thing. So I think that's the most important thing for Filipino physicians who are coming here. Make sure that your contract is polished and everything that you needed or the labor office is asking is fulfilled before you show up for your embassy appointment. um, I think it's also important during my time to talk to your lawyer about the timing of arrival here in the US, because I think during my time, there was a discussion whether you should be here an early or a few days earlier before the actual date that's stamped in your passport or what's stipulated in your contract. um, the thing is, you need to be here because you need to prepare for your accommodation. Unless you have family here who's willing to look for an apartment for you or accommodation or housing, then you will probably need a week or two to find that apartment. So that takes time. Like you have to buy stuff like a bed and some kitchen stuff and among other things, mattress or a couch even for your apartment. So talk to your lawyer. What's the legal way? When is the best time to be in the U.S.? That's for H-1B visa holders or even the J-1 ones. Now, for the J-1 people, I know they will ask for a statement of need because it's a student visa and you are required to be serving or like return service for 2 years in your home country. So it's pretty similar, like for every country. Like you need to prove that after the training, you will have to return that service. In my experience in the Philippines, just from friends, they you have to show up at the I think the Department of Health and show this letter like statement of need, and you have to write something that you will return and serve the motherland. And the J1 visa you have to renew every year. So you will have to do this thing every year. And there's a lot of things that you have to read about regarding travel and stuff like that. For H1B, you're good to go for 3 years. Just make sure that your passport is up to date and you have more than 6 months validity in your passport when you do these things. So that's the visa part. I would not suggest or recommend buying your plane ticket until your visa goes through, especially for J1 people. I know a couple of residents who applied and they were rejected at the embassy, and that's a horrible scenario, especially that you are set, like your mind is conditioned that you're going to be here by July. So just be aware of these things that, if it happens, then you have like a backup plan or like your program is aware of what's going on. Um, what other things? So again, J1 visa, H1, talk to your immigration lawyer. Always be there for your program coordinator because they might email you. Check your email. Try to call them like every week. I know some people have been calling like every 4 days just to check of like what's the status of their visa or what other documents the program needs from them. And for those people from the Philippines, if it's an H1B, remember it's a worker's visa. So you will be like an overseas foreign worker. So you will have to comply with the requirements of the Labor Office and the POEA. Prepare your cash for when you come here for traveling and also for when you find an apartment. Most of the places, especially New York, they would require a 1 month payment and then 1 or 2 months advance in case. So you will need money for that. Personally, I had about $6,000 that I have saved when I was in South Korea before I flew in here to the US. Anyways, congratulations everyone. Again, if you want to get in touch, I am on Facebook, and you can leave comments here. I'll try to keep this channel active as much as I can. But I'm also working full time. Plus, I have a family and a life. Uh, I'll try to help you guys whenever I can. But again, I'm so happy to those who have matched and are preparing to be here. For those who had a hard time with a match and did not get into their programs or like even matched, my send me a message. I talk to a lot of people about their experience. I'll try to help with, you know however I can when I'm here. But uh, that would be another topic, another video. So good luck again, and let me know how you guys prepare for your travel here in the U.S. Have a good night, and I'll see you around.